Okay, everybody, and welcome to another race overview here at the Air Force Marathon. So for this iteration, I'm going to be doing the Run, Fight, Win challenge of the 5K, the 10K, and the half marathon. 5K will take place on Friday. 10K will take place followed about 20 minutes after by the half marathon. So a little bit of a runner's triathlon there, and we're just going to head on in here to the expo, show you what that's like. So this is the outside of the Marathon Expo. It takes place at Wright State University inside the Nutter Center. And you can see somewhat of the signage there. And this is sort of the inside hallway before you get down to the basketball floor for the main portion of the expo in and of itself. As you can see, it is Friday, or actually it's Thursday, so a lot of people running through. This is the floor itself. You can see the runner's registration off to the left and all of the vendors for other things off to the right, whether it's races, gear. And this is just sort of a quick picture of the start and the thing for the half marathon. As you can see, second and third miles, you go up towards the airfield, circle back around for the fourth mile, and pretty much miles 5 through 11 are just getting you back to the airfield. For the 5K, it's a simple route around Wright State University campus, so pretty much a circular route. And this is just kind of a quick walkthrough of the floor itself to show you kind of in scale what it is. Well, that was the Air Force Marathon Expo. A lot of stuff there in the Nutter Center there out at Wright State. Pretty much, I never buy anything at these expos, but it's always kind of fun to kind of walk around and see what type of stuff they have on sale, from just overall merch to different races to like different little fitness gear type things and organizations. So yeah, that's the fitness expo. Overall, some of the lines kind of intermixed. It was a little bit crowded, but you know, other than that, typical expo. Not the best, not the worst I've been to. It met its function pretty well, and everything seemed to move pretty well, as long as you weren't in the 10K line to pick up your number, because that was pretty long. But other than that, everything moved pretty cool. And this is pretty much the swag bag. You got the Air Force Marathon bag, the patches, the numbers, a couple coupons, a nice little blanket, and you've got the race t-shirt in and of itself, which is also pretty nice. Okay, well, here before the start of the 5K here on Friday, and as you can see, it's a nice sunny day. A little warm. It's probably about like 75-80 degrees, which means bouncing off the concrete it's a little hotter, but gonna go ahead and get a nice little warm up in before the festivities get started here in about an hour. And yeah, it's a good night for a 5K. And I didn't really recon the route, but it's 5K, so how bad can it be? All right, so here, getting lined up for the 5K. The start line is, and gonna be running this with my nephew Coda. He's probably not gonna beat me, but it'll be fun either way. Well, I will go ahead and show you a little bit of the atmosphere pre-starting corral, and we'll get this thing kicked off.
How about one more rightful cheer for that outstanding performance? Outstanding Air Force Band of Flight.
So, see how this thing goes. Not exactly a flat course, but just try to get 3 good miles in and prep for the races tomorrow. Hopefully not wake up tomorrow morning too sore, but I'll go ahead and hopefully get some good footage while I'm out there.
Wright State University is throwing the Golden Key. We're going to have our Deputy Commander, Colonel Malza, with the start. Nailed it!
Okay, so Mount won the books at a 6:19, so a little fast, but had decent downhill. I just hit the 2 mile mark at about 7 minutes. It was mostly uphill the first half, so yeah, recon's coming back to bite me, but one last mile and we're done.
I'm gonna put on Casey Tanker wheels.
Okay, so overall 21:30, 6:51 pace, not bad, not bad.
We have a couple.
Gonna wait and see how my nephew does. Overall not bad, but second mile hill was a killer. Other than that, pretty even course up and down as well, but overall pretty cool. Pretty cool. So it's about almost 6:30 here as I'm getting ready to the start line for the half marathon. Decided against running the 10K this morning. Decided to get a little bit more sleep and everything. Came back in after 5K, woke up this morning and it's like legs weren't having it. So ankle was a little bulky. So yeah, decided to skip it on the 10K. Just run the half and take my 2 medals and go home. You know, not a bad call, I think. Running 19 miles when you're not exactly feeling your best between 2 races is not a good thing. So yeah, just gonna do the half and call it a day after that and just try to have a good time. Okay, so out in the starting corral here in the front. So for the race, I don't know, 145, sticking to the 145 pacer and try and beat that. See what my legs have left after yesterday and just yeah, try to have fun. Yeah, as much fun as you can. So immediately off the jump, you're going to end up going into a pretty long uphill here at the start, or immediately after about a half mile. First mile, mostly uphill, but still not bad for having run last night. 12.1 more to go. For mile 2, things leveled out a little bit, and you can see everybody sort of making their way along here through the forest as they continue to head north up to the main part of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And you can see the full and half split up here between the cones, and with the mile 3 and water point here, just to give you kind of a good view about what the overall water points look like. Overall, very well stocked throughout the race, and you can see we're about mile 4 right here, and you end up going through a nice little remembrance section where they show you pictures of people who died in combat in the past, and a nice little flag file with people on both sides holding the American flag. Well, mile 7, a little over halfway. Loving the pace right now, but don't think I can maintain it, but still a lot faster than I thought. Just got 1.5 left to go. Before the hills really began to pick up a little bit, it's kind of hard to show you how steep these things are, but believe me, they were pretty tough to go up here, and there was at least a couple. That was one, and then this is sort of another one that really kind of takes your legs out from under you here in the back half, and can really make the last half of this race kind of a slog. Got off at mile 12. 1.1 to go.
Pacer is, they're spread throughout the corrals. Whenever they go out, if you're a runner and your goal that day is 2 hours, there's a person with a flag, a sign, that's going to pace you through it. Because that's what the running community does. Accomplish.
Dallas Bucket.
So 13:20, 1:45.19 for the half marathon. not bad for running a 5K the day before. But yeah, legs kind of died about mile 9 or 10. Well, of course, it's a bit of a cruel mistress with all the hills and everything, but still some very good parts there.
Yeah, that's a super
Obviously,
fly fast finish right there.
Something pretty awesome. So yeah, there's a lot of good things I'm going to do and have a lot of fun there at the festivities.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, right on.
Thank you. Okay, so got the bling as always. So that's the front or back, and that's the other front or back for the half marathon. Overall, pretty pleased with the race time after running the 5K yesterday. For the post-race festivities, they're obviously well stocked with snacks and other things. Had some water and you know, of course, a banana. And overall, a very challenging race. Will I do it again next year? Maybe. We'll see. Very tough course, very challenging course, but yeah, overall very scenic. You run around obviously a lot of aircraft, and crowds are pretty good. 8 stations were plentiful and stocked. And now I get to play my favorite post-major race game called Where the Hell Did I Park My Car? So yeah, that is the Air Force half marathon and 5K here out in Dayton, Ohio at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel.